In Northampton, Burts Pitt Road is closed this morning after a car drove into a telephone pole, knocking down power lines across the road. The crash happened just before 10 o'clock last night, and the Northampton Fire Department sharing these photos at the scene. You can see a utility pole lying across both lanes of traffic. Minor injuries were reported, and the road remains closed as National Grid is working to restore the power line.